Hello 皆さんこんにちは、Aidanne です。Aidanne と申します。So, I have been gone for so long, but let me make it up to you with today's video. Today's video, I want to answer one of the questions that I received from TikTok, which made me actually think a lot. It was things I wish I knew before I learned Japanese. Also, did you notice I just colored my hair today? I started from here, where it faded, because I thought it looked cuter that way. So, let's get on directly to it. Number 1. Stop hesitating. Sometimes all you need is a little push, you know? Whatever it may be, from slowly learning how to read or learning the vocabularies, that's already a start in learning Japanese. I'm really not good with impromptu. Number 2. Learning Keigo or formalities. I originally planned to study Japanese much sooner, but because I kept hesitating and using I don't know where to start as an excuse, it delayed by years. Now I know I say this on every video and I'll say it again, but it really depends on your priority or your purpose for learning Japanese, that you have to start learning Keigo or the formalities. Like, are you going to study for the sake of talking with friends? Is it for work purposes? Is it for school? You know, because learning Keigo is really important, but for me, because my priority was like just to speak with a friend, I didn't really start with Keigo, which made it kind of tricky to learn it later, but like it wasn't that, I mean it was tricky, but you know. Learning the informal version is just learning the shorter version of like the formal. So it wouldn't be too hard to learn the informal later, even if you start learning with formal Keigo, you know. And as foreigners, we really shouldn't rely on the gaijin or foreigner pass, which will like let Japanese people excuse us to speak informal because we're foreigners. For example, you'll be speaking in an informal way to a person who has a higher rank than you, or like 友達のお母さんに喋る時とか、あ、はい、私はサム、よろしくねって。それは無理でしょ、それはなしでしょ。もう敬語を使わなきゃ。こんにちはとか、私はサムです、よろしくお願いしますっていう感じで、その方が formal 敬語、you know. It's not bad to use the gaijin card, but let's not abuse it if we know you could do better. I am at a shop right now. Truth be told, I am in a restaurant, in a Japanese restaurant, waiting for my friend to come. And then I was just like upstairs recording because it's actually, I liked it because the downstairs was full and then there was no people upstairs and it was quiet and it was peaceful. But they forced me to come downstairs. They forced me to come back downstairs. Anyways, on to the third. Learn slowly. Start with the basics. Although I am able to casually converse with Japanese people at a normal pace, there are a lot of instances where I forget the basic Japanese words and my mind just like goes blank and I start like which is the days of the week or counting numbers for different purposes. We learn the basics because they become a daily use often in the future conversations. That's why learn the basics. Start from zero, start from scratch. It doesn't matter. Numbers. Oh, by the way, learn hiragana and katakana first before kanji. Before you want to take the hard level. Kanji is literally the difficult level. Do you want to start with difficult? If you don't, then don't start there, okay? Patience. It takes time to learn a language, and please be patient with learning a language. Next, we have to understand that Japanese people don't usually reach out first. That is one thing I should really like advise you guys to know before you learn Japanese and before you start talking with other people. Know that they don't always give out their hand first. You have to be the one to give your hand to them, because Japanese people are shy in general. I know it doesn't apply to all, but they're more comfortable with their kin than with foreigners. So like, you should just try to understand that it's them being shy or not too expressive when they're being dry or they don't text you first when you like converse with Japanese people. That's because that's just really how they are. They don't always contact first, they're usually dry. But sometimes it's like, that's not always their intentions, you know. For me, who didn't know that in the beginning, every time someone, like a Japanese person was like dry to me, I'd be embarrassed, I'd be disheartened, and I'd be like, So please don't be disheartened. That's just the way they are. That's what you're getting yourself into. So be aware of that fact. Because if you would message your crush who would be dry, what is stopping you from talking to other people who is dry but will teach you language, you know? Lastly, we've got keep your learning consistent. I made a script for this because I blab too much. So let me just read it because I'm so tired. But like, this is something very basic, very obvious. I've only learned now that I've become busy with school life. But if you don't practice from time to time, you will eventually forget the things you've learned. And this applies to all languages, not just Japanese. You don't necessarily have to study every day, but it would be better to recap yourself, I don't know, once in a while, like a few times a week, or keep up with a Japanese friend who you can speak Japanese along with. And that concludes the things I wish I knew before learning Japanese. Now I have a surprise. I have actually a bonus list. There are things I came to realize along the way. Please keep watching if you're interested in this bonus. Actually, I'm so sorry. These are only 2 bonuses, so bear with me. It's okay to try calling or interacting with people as soon as you can. You don't have to be very good at Japanese to start talking with them. Actually, it could even be helpful because they can guide you with your journey as a native. It's like 2 birds with 1 stone. You're learning from the book and you're learning from a native. And lastly, for this bonus, make as many friends or talk to as many friends as you can. I have people saying in my comments on TikTok, this is my TikTok by the way, that it's not that easy to continue a conversation with a Japanese person they're talking to. You run out of topics, the conversation gets dry, blah 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 blah. But you know, that doesn't give you a reason to give up or stick with that person. If one is dry and the convo stops, move on and find a new person. The world is literally so wide. 7 billion guys. Who knows, it's even 8 billion already now. Don't stick with one Japanese person if it doesn't work, and move on with more people. Move on. You know how many Japanese people are literally in my DMs? Because like, when one is boring, I move on to the next. That is why that doesn't give you an excuse to stop with one person. Move on. Or even like foreigners. Even with foreigners who speak Japanese or who are learning. I've made so many friends that are foreigners, and we became friends because we are learning the same language. So this is also an opportunity to make friends with not only people from Japan, but from other countries that are learning the same language as you. So please don't make up any excuses, because literally you can learn the language. It's just yourself that's limiting yourself. You don't have to buy books. You don't have to go to class, find a teacher. Literally just believe in yourself. Search up YouTube, search up Google. It's only you who can stop yourself, and you who can make yourself do it. No, that's the wrong expression. Work hard, do your best. If you really want to learn the language, do your best. You can do this. 頑張って。できるから頑張って。I hope this video helped you, and I hope you're watching. I hope some people still stayed even though I have such a long absence. I hope you await more fun videos that come, which I actually have a surprise for you guys in the future. So I really hope you guys stay tuned for that. And I mean it, I'm really serious about the surprise, okay? Like, you're gonna be like, oh, she's just gonna probably ghost us again. She's gonna be back after how many months? No, I am seriously gonna do this. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this video helped you even the slightest. Because these were all based on my experience, based on my knowledge, and I hope they help. I love you so much, guys. Even though I don't even post that much videos anymore, I'm always thankful for your support, and your comments always make my day. They always make me smile. I love reading your comments all the time. So I hope you continue to stay with me, and please follow my TikTok, follow my Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video. サムアウト。じゃあねー。